Welcome to my new video. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, insolvency and bankruptcy, the key concepts you need to know. Whether you're a student, professional, or just curious about how financial failure is handled in law and business, this video will help you understand the difference between these two commonly confused terms. So stay tuned. Insolvency and bankruptcy concepts. Insolvency is a state when an individual, corporation, or other organization cannot meet its financial obligations for paying debts as they become due. Bankruptcy is a legal declaration given by the court resulting in the liquidation of assets or reorganization of debt repayment. Bankruptcy often leads to a fresh start or a chance to rebuild financially, while insolvency requires careful financial management and strategic planning to overcome financial difficulties. In case of insolvency, one cannot pay off the debts, whereas in the case of bankruptcy, a court order states as how an insolvent person or business has to pay off their debts by way of selling their assets or erasing the debt that cannot be paid. Background: the era before IBC had various scattered laws relating to insolvency and bankruptcy, which caused inadequate and ineffective results with undue delays. For example, securitization and reconstruction of financial assets, and enforcement of Security Interest Act, SARFAESI for Security Enforcement. The Recovery of Debts Due to Banks and Financial Institutions Act, 1993, RDDBFI for Debt Recovery by Banks and Financial Institutions. Companies Act for liquidation and winding up of the company. Ineffective implementation, conflict in one of these laws, and the time-consuming procedure in the above-mentioned laws made the Bankruptcy Law Reform Committee draft and introduce Insolvency and Bankruptcy Law Bill. The IBC 2016 has laid down a collective mechanism for resolution of insolvencies in the country by maintaining a delicate balance for all stakeholders to preserve the economic value of the process in a time-bound manner. Bankruptcy Law Reforms Committee, 2014. On the 22nd of August 2014, the Ministry of Finance created the Bankruptcy Legislative Reforms Committee, BLRC. The committee was headed by T.K. Viswanathan and tasked with drafting a new bankruptcy law and submit a report on the same. The objectives of the committee were to resolve insolvency with lesser time involved, lesser loss in recovery, and higher levels of debt financing across instruments. The committee had recommended a consolidation of the existing legal framework by repealing 2 laws and amending 6 others. It had proposed to repeal the Presidency Towns Insolvency Act 1909 and the Provincial Insolvency Act 1920. In addition, it had proposed to amend 11 legislations: A. Companies Act 2013, B. Sick Industrial Companies Special Provisions Repeal Act 2003, C. Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008, D. The Securitization and Reconstruction of Financial Assets and Enforcement of Security Interest Act 2002, E. Recovery of Debts Due to Banks and Financial Institutions Act 1993, and F. Indian Partnership Act 1932, G. The Income Tax Act 1961, H. The Customs Act 1962, the Payment and Settlement Systems Act 2007, J. The Central Excise Act 1944, K. The Finance Act 1994. The committee had proposed to establish a creditors committee, where the financial creditors will have votes in proportion to their magnitude of debt. The timeline: O. The committee brought out interim report in the month of February 2015 and the final report on November 4, 2015. O. The report of the Joint Committee was presented in Lok Sabha and laid down in Rajya Sabha on April 28, 2016. O. Ministry of Finance invited comments on Insolvency and Bankruptcy Bill in November 2015, based on the recommendation of report of Viswanathan Committee. O. The code was passed by Lok Sabha on the 5th of May 2016. O. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2015 was referred to the Joint Committee. O. The code was passed by Rajya Sabha on the 11th of May 2016. O. The bill on the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2015 was referred to Joint Committee. O. The code received President's assent on the 28th of May 2016. Objectives of IBC: consolidate and amend all existing insolvency laws in India. to simplify and expedite the insolvency and bankruptcy proceedings in India, to protect the interest of creditors, including stakeholders in a company, to revive the company in a time-bound manner, to promote entrepreneurship, to get the necessary relief to the creditors and consequently increase the credit supply in the economy, to work out a new and timely recovery procedure to be adopted by the banks, financial institutions, or individuals, to set up an Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, maximization of the value of assets of corporate persons. Highlights of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016 in the context of corporate insolvency. The code aims to resolve insolvencies in a strict time-bound manner. The evaluation and viability determination must be completed within 180 days. Moratorium period of 180 days, extendable up to 270 days for the company. Introduce a qualified insolvency professional, IP, as intermediaries to oversee the process. Establishment of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board as an independent body for the administration and governance of insolvency and bankruptcy law, and information utilities as a depository of financial information. Adjudication. The insolvency resolution process, IRP, for individuals and unlimited liability partnerships varies from that of companies and LLPs. The Debt Recovery Tribunal, DRT, shall be the adjudicating authority with jurisdiction over individuals and unlimited liability partnership firms. Appeals from the order of DRT shall lie to the Debt Recovery Appellate Tribunal, DRAT. The National Company Law Tribunal, NCLT, shall be the adjudicating authority with jurisdiction over companies, limited liability entities. Appeals from the order of NCLT shall lie to the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal. That's it for today's video. We hope you've learned something new about insolvency and bankruptcy. If you've ever wondered how businesses or individuals recover from financial failure, this is your starting point. Don't forget to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more such informative content. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.